T-Man 978 Chill Review. My Decepticon Chill Reviews continue with Quake and Chasm here. Here is the tech spec card right here. And let me just say this, I haven't played it with Hardhead, the Autobot version of this mold, in a long time, but this is a really good Deluxe class mold right here. I mean, the only thing stopping it from super duper beyond greatness is no ankle pivot and no waist swivel. Other than that, it's good. And maybe like things like a cover right here, you pull the arm out or pull the hand out and a cover shuts that up so it wouldn't be hollow. Same thing down here, but the way this transforms, I don't know how they would be able to accomplish that, but it's covered in paint just like Croc. And I forgot this thing has wrist rotation. I mean, it is really, really tight on these mushroom pegs. In fact, all the joints are tight. Like, doing stuff like this was a little bit difficult. But one thing I do like about him, his neck joint seems to work way better than a lot of Titans Returns figures, which is definitely cool. This is all painted, the front of the face. Let's paint, I believe. This looks like paint because this gray is more shimmery than the gray plastic right here, or maybe they just got some really good gray plastic. Now typically this would be the shoulder cannon, but I went ahead and attached this rifle back here just to be different. One other thing that could have been better is if this actually clicked into place. It doesn't really move unless you mess with it, but it would have been nicer if that clicked into place, so that's a point of articulation. You would technically have double jointed elbows if they weren't all the way back here. If they were forward a little bit more and he didn't have like this Titan Master peg right there, he would have like a better range of motion right there, but he does have swivel right here. This is on a ball joint, and this hinge, as I showed, goes all the way up. Thigh rotation, which was really tight, they go all the way out, all the way forward, more than 90 degrees actually, and go back until you hit the kibble on that side, but this one can go all the way back. And regular single jointed knees, but you kind of get a fake ankle pivot using this if you want them to have a wider stance, but anal people will be bothered by that. But yeah, he's cool. If you want this on the back, you could plug this right here. It slides outward so that it can give room for his head. So there you are. You could attach this to it. And if you don't want him to have that, you could pretend that he's storing it off like this, or maybe bring it back down so that the gun can be like this. Now, Chasm looks like this. They didn't paint the face, which is unfortunate. He does have pins in the hips, unlike Gator Face, so that's good. But the same typical articulation where the shoulders are on the ball joint, they can only go out that much, they can look up, and the head is on the ball joint and it can get into seated poses. Size comparison with some other recent reviews. And now transformation. Put the arms in, or hands in like that. Go ahead and accordion them on both sides. Come on. Then we can take this part, lift that up, bring this back like that, take the head off. You could put this into place right here by putting this little notch right there into the hole right there and pushing the shoulder down. All that in one action. Like I said, these shoulders are a bit stiff, so we're gonna fix that up after we get to the vehicle. We'll push the feet in like this. rotate the legs up like this, bring this back, and there's a little slots inside the thighs that wrap around this. Peg that into place on both sides, and go ahead and take the crotch piece and bring that down, and now boom, he is like some type of futuristic-y H-tank type thing. And you can open this cockpit up. Come on, you. Open the cockpit up. And now it has a cockpit. We could take Chasm, sit him in here. Dude, this is not going smooth. And now, bam, he's piloting Quake right there. And if you want, you can open this cannon up, bring that, and this is one flaw I'm having on mine. The peg on the inside of this doesn't seem to want to stay well, and this joint, this joint right here is a little bit too tight. Now, having tight joints is a good thing when the figures are pinned on both ends and not just one, but you can shut that like that so it can be permanently open. And I don't know if you saw this, but I had this little KO Diaclone dude sitting in there manning that. But of course, you can have a Prime Master or a Titan Master in there. And here is the special version of Megatronus. And bam, he could be piloting this turret while Chasm is in there driving. And you could even put this on there. So there you are with that. It's nice looking to me. I like the paint that they went with. I like that it's not crazy looking back here. I mean, you do have this one gap, but it looks finished enough for me. And here's what it looks like on the bottom again. But it's good. It's cool. I like it. Yeah. Only problems this thing has is it has tight joints, but when the plastic is not all that thick or the pegs aren't like big, that kind of takes away from the tightness and the joints being a good thing. And that's something that I don't typically complain about in other reviews, but that is a constant issue because Hasbro is using thinner plastic. Tight joints isn't such a good thing, and maybe that's why half of these figures are loose all the time. But I like this figure. I wish I would have purchased him and Quake sooner now that I own them. And I feel bad about saying I wouldn't get them. Like they aren't necessarily necessary, because unless you are a completionist or you want more Decepticons. But these are still good versions of these molds, and I'm happy to own this because it is really cool, and I'm happy I didn't pay full price, so that's great as well. If you like this video, let me know by letting me know. Click the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, because I upload damn near every day, if not every day. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Thank you for watching. Click the videos, click the videos, baby, click the videos. You should really click these videos, click the videos, click those videos, baby, click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit. Go ahead and click that shit. If you did, you would like it. Really, really click that shit. freaking gun.